Knock him down. Bring us home. Talk a little current events.
All right, that's.
Fatigue is a thing. Newsflash.
Can you
White
start
people
it
don't
real
want to
quick?
live around ratchet.
Start from because I think it cut off the black fatigue.
Any context? He's rolling.
Black fatigue.
Yeah.
Black fatigue is something that I've been seeing happening on social media, especially YouTube lately. People have been talking about it. Black and white people have been talking about it, addressing it. It's basically I feel like it's a backlash from the Black Lives Matter, DEI, all that kind of movement. White people are finding a way to be openly kind of racist. And
from what I've seen,
Mhm.
it seems like it's ratchet or hood black people.
Well, they're cherry picking what they want to see, and they're cherry picking how they want to see the entire group by a minority of the group. There's not that many ratchet or but they just get spotlighted. They know the people who are dealing with black fatigue probably know a lot of decent black people in real life. But when they get home and they're on Facebook and they're on YouTube and they're looking at certain things and they're watching dash cam videos and all that, they see the bad bunch. And that's how
So
they
does it
kind of
mean-
want to generalize
Does it
everybody
mean
from.
tired of the stereotype?
Yes, they're tired of the stereotype. That's what I take it as. But
I thought it was white people being tired of hearing black people complain.
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
Let's say
little bit of
about racism, slavery, and
tired of feeling
police
guilty.
brutality,
Yeah.
and I don't have anything like from their perspective.
But is
I
it
don't have
even that
anything
a
to do.
minority too?
Hmm?
Isn't that a minority? You think in their day-to-day life they're hearing people do that to them?
No,
I feel like they're cherry picking things that are triggering to them. And now that they got a leg up, they feel like, they have their president, they have certain things in place where they feel like they're in power. And, let's get a little, let's be outwardly, kind of racist a little bit, which is, it's American. It's America.
Let me
No,
hear what this guy has.
all right, yeah. The clip is of a black guy
Yeah.
talking about his take on black fatigue.
Black fatigue is a thing. Newsflash. White people don't want to live around ratchet black people. And black people don't want to live around ratchet black people. I mean, it's nothing like going to the Walmart on a Sunday morning and then you see the bonnet crew walk in. Loud, obnoxious, the kids are everywhere, in every aisle, unattended. And that's anywhere you go, no matter what. They're highly emotional, highly sensitive. You can't say nothing. You can't even smile and hold the door for them because they'll look at you like you're crazy. And always the victim of something. Either you stepped on their shoe, you looked at them wrong, you told them good morning. They're never happy, they're never satisfied. And you wonder why normal, good black people move out of the hood as soon as they start getting successful. I was one of those black people that said, man, if I made some money, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna buy up this, buy up that. I'm gonna support the community. As soon as I got my money, I got the fuck up out of there because they don't know how to appreciate good shit. And my suburban kids don't need to be dealing with that bullshit. Crab in a barrel mentality. Never take accountability for nothing. So yeah, black fatigue is a thing. And I'll tell you, a lot of people are fucking tired. They're tired of dealing with these kind of people on a daily basis. I mean, I get anxiety when I walk inside of a mall nowadays. I mean, because you got these YNs running around and they don't respect nothing. So I don't care what anybody says. White America is tired of you, and we are too.
All right. Well, that
Toby be good. Toby be good, slave.
yeah, that doesn't that's not necessarily the
Toby. It's Candyland. With that nigga from Django. This ain't never gonna stop. It's Candyland, nigga. Nigga get
that's not
He doesn't have a point.
well, no, I'm just saying that's not the definition. Well, according to him,
You got a definition, GB?
Yeah, I get one.
Well, I'm just gonna say.
Go ahead. Cool.
According to what we were thinking, we had more of a deep kind of thought process about it. His is kind of more surface level, in the sense of, yeah, just kind of being tired of the other side.
Black fatigue refers to a state of chronic exhaustion and emotional distress experienced by Black individuals as a result. Well, no, that's
See, it's not the same
this
thing.
is by Black, No, well, this is looking at it like from the Black point of view. So this
which would be his.
Yeah.
Did they take the term and try to make it theirs and remix it?
I guess so, maybe.
Maybe it was a Black term.
Because the way you're going could almost sound like I'm tired of the Black experience. You know what I'm saying?
No,
the way that definition was going.
Yeah, exactly. No. The way that definition is going is like they're basically tired of like racism, microaggression.
Right, the experience.
Yeah,
the experience of being Black. His is more like, I'm tired of my cousins that come over. You know what I mean? My cousins that's from.
He wants to separate niggas from Black, basically. Like, which is like, yo, listen, that's everybody's goal in their day-to-day life. We never called it nothing, though. And yo, listen, a little niggatry is fun every once in a while. You know what I mean? We go down there and nig with the niggas every once in a while, right? With the barbecue and a nig.
Nah. Down Cypher, God.
Yeah, but I think this is from the point of non-Blacks looking at Black people, Black culture, Black what we've had, and I think mainly Black Americans, but you know, and I kind of feel like, you know, they're they kind of like, you know, every movement is on a pendulum, you know. So we had the Black Lives Movement, and I feel like it's fully swung the other way. And now we're here. And the other thing is that I feel like he was on point is that I feel like the non-Blacks have figured out our weakness as Black people is that most Black people are emotional. So if you call Black people things, I would say that Black people are a little bit more emotional than most. If like, am I wrong for saying that?
I might have to agree with that.
Right. And I feel like they've kind of figured that out, and they kind of learned now how to push people's buttons. This is the button push. If we just ignore this, I mean, it's fun to talk about, and we're talking about it. I don't think, like, I find it kind of funny that like they kind of named it something. You know what I mean? But you know, it's like if we see it, just don't get emotional about it. Keep it moving. It's nothing to see here,
bro. First of all, on the white side of things, they have. It ain't no fatigue. It's from the beginning of discrimination, brutality, all that shit.
What's the point of time? All the busters think change.
They was tired of you saying something about it even then. You understand what I'm saying? You could watch a Donahue interview from 30 years ago with like Farrakhan, and those people, each generation is like, I don't care. I had nothing to do with that. Every generation after slavery says like, yo, I didn't do it. Those are my ancestors. I didn't do it. So why you know what I mean? So they don't want to hear about that shit. They don't want to hear about the trials and tribulations of Black people. Right. And to a certain extent, I feel like we shouldn't even be airing out our grievances with them because they prove that they're not going to do anything for you anyway.
Yeah.
Right. But there are other groups of people that are able to do it and they get results for it. Right. So evidently we have to deal with what we have to deal with within. Right. So that's on the white side. It's already been going on. Go ahead. Cool.
Can I? Okay. So two things. Well, all right. to your immediate point, you spoke about others getting results.
Mhm.
Is it because the others have figured out a way to capitalize off of their grievances even being heard?
No.
You don't think it's that?
No,
I feel like their grievances are just a smokescreen. They doing whatever they want to do. They just throwing the scent off with the grievance. That's what I feel like.
No,
Okay.
first of all, like, we have to understand what the plan was. Like, people don't want to acknowledge what the actual plan was. The plan was never for blacks to be a upwardly mobile civil, group of people.
Mm-hmm.
All the other races, they weren't brought here to be like the servant level of a society. They came kind of free willing. Let's say Asian Americans and other groups of people that have got results, got laws and monies and reparations and things like that. They came here on their own free will. And when something happens to them, things get rectified. But the plan wasn't that for black people. I think blacks were supposed to be the working, the labor force for Europeans. And everything didn't go exactly the way it was planned, but instead of being able to keep those blacks in that labor place, it's like, all right, we'll make everybody else, we'll create our own, we'll create different structures of different people. They never expected black people to reach the heights of being politicians, being doctors, lawyers, and certain professions and things like that. But you got to understand, like, there's a reason why blacks have sprinkles of different people in different levels, but we're never able to really start our own communities to flourish.
Well, that's a personal thing, right? That's a
How are other races of people able to do it without any resistance? Indians are able to assimilate and carve out areas in different neighborhoods. Asians are able to do it, right?
So
they're actually buying houses, though. They're doing certain things. It's a numbers game. There's more of them doing that. For us, it's a little bit more speckled here and there, and we're doing it at different times.